Wouldn't you agree that sometimes the best things in life are often unexpected? If you would have told me as a young girl or as a teenager or even in my early young adult years that I would spend a large portion of my adult years working with my mom and my dad in business together, day in and day out, I would have never believed you. Actually, I probably would have run the other direction. But in reflecting on our story and looking back over the last 15 years, I am so grateful. I'm so thankful for the time that we had together, for all of the memories that we made. We are in a big transition and we couldn't be more excited. My name is Becca Sly, and this is the story behind our rebranding. Mom and Dad have been entrepreneurs my whole life. I've witnessed it since I was a little girl. So I wasn't surprised that when they said they were moving to Myrtle Beach to retire, it wasn't but a few weeks in that they called and said that they were starting a candle business. And it was a few years into the business that JJ, my husband, and I got involved. We saw the success that they were having and how much fun they were having and the fact that they got to work together every day. And we desired that. We admired the lifestyle that they had built and the fact that they got to do this together. And so we jumped in and we've been involved with the business over the last 10 years in all sorts of different ways, helping out here and there and everywhere. My mom and I would work together every single day, even from different states. I would be in Virginia, she would be in South Carolina, and we would talk almost every single day, multiple times a day. And I think deep down, the four of us all knew that eventually the trajectory of the business would be that JJ and I would take over the ownership of the company. And that's exactly what happened. In January of 2022, JJ and I made the decision to purchase the business. It was the right time for them to pass the baton, to pass the torch to the next generation. In purchasing the business, we knew that we wanted to give it some new life, a fresh expression. Isle Candle Company has a ton of history. Of course, we originated in Pawleys Island, South Carolina. And so, of course, it was fitting that Isle was a part of our name, but JJ and I had fresh vision for where we wanted to take things. And so for months and months, we started talking about the potential of a rebrand and what that would look like. Fun fact, we actually picked a name, and we were months into the process of the rebrand. And then I had a dream one night. I had a dream that was really significant and something that I couldn't shake. So I woke up from that dream and I decided that we were going to change directions yet again. In this dream, I was being interviewed on this big stage, and he got to the question. He said, "Tell me about the meaning and the significance behind the name of your candle brand, Elizabeth Paige Candles." And I went on to share about how JJ and I had worked under my mom and dad and alongside them. I recognized that if it weren't for all of the time and the energy, the resources that they sowed into the business, for the foundation that they laid, that we wouldn't be where we are today. And I really wanted to honor that. And so I told this gentleman, I said, we couldn't think of a better way to show honor to our history and our past than to name the business after my mom and dad. And then I joked, I said, but Kathy Bob Candles didn't quite have the ring I was looking for. So we opted to go with their middle names, which are Elizabeth and Paige. Ironically enough, Paige is my middle name, and Elizabeth and Paige are both in my daughter's name. Every time I say Elizabeth Paige Candles, like, it's our story, it's who we are. I can only hope that I will have the opportunity to work with my daughter in the way that I had with my mom. And so that's the story behind our rebranding. We're going from Isle Candle Company to Elizabeth Paige Candles. I have a feeling that the best is yet to come. I'm so thankful that you're along for the journey, for new customers, for old customers, or maybe you've just stumbled across this video. I'm glad that you're here. Same great candles, just a different name. I wasn't expecting to have that dream, but it just goes to show you that, again, sometimes the best things in life are often unexpected.